Feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Oh, you know, freebooting mostly, swashing buckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him. LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point. He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me. I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
I've got a few coins for incidentals. The pen is mightier than the sword. I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you. I detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
Hi there, little guy.
Hi. Shouldn't you be on your way to the Scum Bar to talk to the pirate leaders?
Well, I was just about to head down there. Re-elect Governor Carla. She's tough on toughness. I better get cracking if I want to get to the secret before that scheming blackguard. I'll talk to the pirate leaders before I go see what LeChuck is up to. Oops, I almost forgot to duck into the Scum Bar to ask the pirate leaders to back my expedition. Oops, I almost forgot to duck into the Scum Bar to ask the pirate leaders to back my expedition. I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
It's a book for storing collectible trivia cards. Looks like someone just left it here unattended. I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
Looks like a circus act. Maybe. I really need to talk with the pirate leaders first. Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders.
Get lost.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you?
Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
Where are the three older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition. Who is it that you think you are exactly?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent. It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
It's not exactly a raid.
What else would we be interested in?
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
It's a prize of incalculable monetary value.
I don't know about incalculable. Quick, who can count to 0 the fastest?
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out. Would you at least consider advancing me some funds? It's a surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies. Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes. I like the old pirate leaders better. I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Don't sound much like pirating to me.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
It'll turn out to be a t-shirt or something.
It's those three clowns at the back table.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
Fine.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
She's good. No pieces missing.
Kids yet?
Whoa, easy there, Tiger. I'm still in my juvenile phase myself. That's what Elaine says anyway.
Well, tell her I say hello.
The atmosphere in the bar is different than it used to be.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I've got to cater to the new crowd. Everything changes, Guybrush.
But the roaches stay the same.
I've missed your wit. And your low alcohol tolerance.
Hey! Those new pirate leaders seem like real jerks. Why do you even let them in the bar?
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot of choice if I want to stay in business. Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me up and throw me in the soup. Frankly, I'm terrified of them. On the plus side, they have more disposable income and better hygiene than the old crowd.
Did I mention I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island?
No, I don't think you did. Well, that's exciting. So you'll be hiring a ship at the docks?
I'm thinking I'll steal one.
As far as I know, the only ship out there is LeChuck's.
Even better. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Bold. I like your thinking.
Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old. Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do.
Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. And you have a packet of stick-on stars. Well, it's definitely a mop. Active little guys, aren't they? Looks like a mugshot. Pleasantly scorching hot. Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. The plaque says, "In memory of looming seagulls of old." I think someone tried to secure a boat with this. The plaque says, "In memory of looming seagulls of old." Will you advance me the down payment on a ship if I help you clean up?
Put that down before you hurt yourself.
What?
Clearly, there's a lot you don't know about mops.
Honestly, I think I prefer to keep it that way. It's hopeless. sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Let's pretend I was really considering this. What sort of pirate qualifications have you got, exactly?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Really?
Well, it's been a while, but I could probably still do 10 minutes on a good day.
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy, and I've written 2 books on ship-to-ship tactics.
I'm a founding member and co-director of the Red Fleet and hold records for civilian casualties from San Domingo to Venezuela.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand-to-hand combat, 3 of which I invented. I served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each met an untimely end that I might have had nothing to do with.
Just so you know, this is the kind of resume we expect.
Oh. Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Yes.
Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames. Elaine?
Guybrush!
Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
I was hoping you'd turn up in this story.
I was hoping you'd turn up in mine.
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
You wouldn't happen to have a ship with you.
No, silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition. The new local leadership was less than supportive.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Thanks, I'll try that. Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
I have to get going.
Oh, so do I. Lots to do. Bye.
Bye. It doesn't look finished. Honoring Melee Island's 27th Governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Port Elizabeth. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. They're having a half-off sale. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store. What kind of person would just paint on a wall like that? This place has kind of gone downhill. Elaine would never have stood for this when she was governor. At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. Oh, yeah, that clock has been broken for decades now. Ah, the International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
You mean...
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much. The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way, think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge. Now you must go. I have a luncheon, and your destiny lies at the docks.
It does?
Most assuredly.
Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball. Aww. This is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work. Looks sort of like an eye. I think it's a chandelier. It seems to be stuck closed. Employees only.
A visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice. Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic! You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Possibly, though it was kind of tricky last time, and I didn't get much out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Imagine that. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
Watch your boots in.
At least the jail is well lit.
Yeah, but the better I can see it, the worse it looks.
Hee! A spider!
How's your day going?
I don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here!
I'll make it my number 3 priority. It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
You look like you're having a good time. That's nice.
Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away. At least this jail has 2 lamps.
Yeah, we are living the life.
They say the only real prison is the one in your head. But take it from me, that's a load of barnacles.
Hey, Stan!
Hello there, son.
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Oh, that's terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it than you do.
Could I get a ship from you after you're out of jail?
Don't count on it, son. I expect to be released any time, but I haven't even got anything on back order. It pains me to lose a sail, but if you need to get off this island, you're gonna have to find another way.
Could you refer me to a competitor?
Stab me in the heart. You'd go to a competitor? Where's your loyalty, son?
Well, seeing as you're in jail and have no ships and can't help me, I thought...
It doesn't matter anyway. There's no competition. I drove them all out of business long ago. Nobody can play the angles like old Stan. I didn't really anticipate a situation like this one coming up.
Any tips on how to steal a ship from someone else?
One word, son. Mutiny. Get yourself on board a worthy vessel, gain the confidence of the crew, wait for the right moment, and strike. If you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
Okay, well, thanks, I guess.
Anything I can do to help you, let me know. As long as it doesn't involve selling you a ship.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People! People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Melee Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice. Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing. Are you sure there's no way I can get a ship from you?
I'm afraid that's the case.
Nuts. It's starting to look like LeChuck's ship really is the only available ship on the island. Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
See you later.
Yep.
Hi there, newcomer.
Hi. At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
What's that lock?
That's for hats. And please, don't touch the glass.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
What's this key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course. That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locke Smith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Can Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a fail-safe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the Undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key, one that opens all locks at once.
All at once? Well, how does that work?
No idea. It's just a story. But I guess you'll find out soon enough.
How would you like to join a pirate crew?
Would I have to leave my shop?
Well, yes, that's the general idea. The crew actually get on the ship and, crew it.
Thanks. I'll pass. Try down at the docks. There's always somebody hiring somebody down there.
Tell me again about how to have keys made. It's exciting.
You bring me the serial number from the lock. I make the key. It's pretty straightforward.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
Carla.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
Anything but your cooking.
Low-hanging fruit, but it works.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
You should never have given up being Swordmaster.
Who says I did?
Oh, sorry, I just assumed. Governor seems like a full-time job.
It is, but there's room for overlap if you're creative about it. I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Elaine said that program is being hampered by Captain Madison.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
I'll be needing a crew. You interested?
Ha! I'd rather swallow a live badger than crew with you again. No offense intended.
So, unlikely but still possible?
No. You want a crew, go down to the docks and hire one.
Is there a government program that funds expeditions to find secrets of Monkey Island?
Oh, gosh. You're too late for that one. We canceled it last year and diverted the funds to build a habitat for the rare Caribbean whining leech.
Darn.
There's a ship at the docks that's headed for Monkey Island.
I think you're talking about LeChuck's ship.
Do you want to go to Monkey Island or don't you?
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey. Looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. Edgy. I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it. Does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Oh. Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book. It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station. It's thicker than I would have imagined. Warning, do not try these tricks at home. Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
Does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Can I borrow a book?
You never...
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
It's soft and extra fuzzy. It's a lot of work being governor. Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policies helped make the island what it is today. I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood. Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
The blurb says it's us. Can I borrow a book?
You never.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing. I need.
Meat Hook's museum is gone. So is the cable to his island. It's just as well, given the worldwide rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle shortage. Warning: the dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended. Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now. Museum of Pirate Lore. At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn. I remember when this place used to be wall-to-wall with sword training gyms. Now there's nothing but trees. Progress. Wow, it's worse than I imagined. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships. I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival. This used to be such a bright, cheery place. Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. It's a dried up old sea sponge. It's sad to see the shipyard like this. Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's. It always looks bigger on this side of the island. How clever. Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short a swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Have you got anything more senior?
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, a ship surgeon, and a gunner. Do you think you're qualified for any of those?
I could be second mate.
Do you honestly have any idea what a second mate does?
Goes to store openings and funerals and waits for the first mate to be incapacitated.
I thought so.
I'd make a great bosun.
Exactly what qualifications have you got for that?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. Okay, maybe 8.
Don't waste my time, okay?
How about ship surgeon?
I assume you have some kind of medical degree?
Is that a definite requirement?
Sorry.
I could be the gunner. Oh, I'd be great at that. Boom, boom.
You look a little scrawny. What do you bench?
Bench? No problem. I sat on one for 12 hours once. I can take it.
I have a lot to do today.
Okay, never mind. Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here. It's good for relieving stress. I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4. Looks like this is going to be a long journey. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship.
Yes?
Do you have any other job openings?
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, a ship surgeon, and a gunner.
Maybe Swabby's not so bad after all.
The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Andrew LeChuck. No relation.
What a coincidence. LeChuck gave me a blacklist and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm sorry, can't hire you. You're obviously Guybrush Threepwood.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body has fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic, stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes!
Now get lost.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
I said not to touch that. You don't use someone else's mop.
Why not?
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
Remind me how to find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
What kind of wood is the tree?
That is something you must discover for yourself.
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
Threepwood. I shouldn't even be talking to you.
I'm not Guybrush Threepwood. I just look like him. You'd be amazed how often people confuse us. Sometimes I impersonate him at parties, just for fun. We've never even met, and I doubt I'd like him if we did.
Even if any of that were true, it wouldn't matter. The Chuck would take one look at you and go nuts. Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
Hey.
What is it?
Can I be on your ship if I change my name?
Only if you also change your face. Sorry.
Hey.
What is it?
Never mind. Hey, watch it! Hey, Wally!
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all. Haha, a little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was. Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
Bye. They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Ooh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Thanks. Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind. Whew, looks chilly up there. This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
It's a long, small map of somewhere far, far away. What's this a map of?
The secret movements and activities of my competitors.
That sounds reasonable. It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that. That looks like a treacherous voyage. It says, rating, Cursed Black Diamond. Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby. The first rule of piracy is never buy a used treasure map. Hey, Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
Ooh, this one looks nice. How much is it?
Oh, that one? Too much.
Good old mazes. Can't get enough mazes. It looks expensive. And shiny. I like shiny. Never seen one of those before. I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason. I didn't know you made globes, too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done! Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed! Wait! Let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door. Things are not what they seem. All keys are gold. It's the way of keys. No one ever works together. All want their own prize. When they get close to finding it, suddenly they are gone.
It makes things look bigger.
Hey, kid! Word of advice, kid. Stick to the narrow straights.
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget. I already copied the serial number.
Jail is like a bad breakfast. Small, greasy, and hard to swallow.
This is the number for the jail cell lock.
Welcome back.
Hello. Hello again. I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Oh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
Hey, Guybrush!
Hey, kid! Darn it! I've been trying to inventory the spiders, but they keep eating each other, and I have to start over.
This is awesome. Now I can open one of the jail cells. Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case.
Hot diggity, what a day, huh?
Looks sort of like an eye. Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
Hey, Wally, what's with the window?
I use it.
Well, it's good to have a... It makes things look bigger. If one monocle is good, two is better. This was a good idea. They magnify stuff even better since I stuck them together.
Hey, kid! Music just makes you want to tap your feet, doesn't it?
Most of this serial number has been rubbed off. I already copied the serial number.
No offense, but I want to be sure you don't waste your whole day in here. A guy like you...
At least the jail is well lit. Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only need...
Hi there.
Hi there. I'd really like some crackers.
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
How much for the fishing lure?
It's not for sale. This is a locksmith shop. Perhaps you saw the sign outside?
This is awesome! Now I can open one of the jail cells. I've got a few coins for incidentals. It's soft and extra fuzzy. Employees only. It seems to be stuck closed. The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes. They'd make a great dress.
It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
I'd need a lot of keys to open that. Someone's very excited I'm looking at this sign. Green, half off. Blue, half of half off. Yellow, half of half of half off. Orange, aren't you glad you're here? A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game. Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle. Not for me. Looks like it's been there forever. Not very practical. Keep up the good work, buddy. It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair. I didn't know these were a voodoo thing.
They're not. But the tourists like them.
I'll take this disgusting shrunken head.
That's my last one. Quite the bargain.
Too bad it's empty. Do you do gift wrapping?
We're out of wrapping paper, unless you'd like it wrapped in the skin of a lizard.
No thanks. An empty basket. I should have gotten here last month. This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now, but I believe I could restore its abilities.
Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy. What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust.
I'll take this forgiveness frog.
It can help someone forgive even very old transgressions.
Pointy.
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife. Very sharp indeed.
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
No problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty. Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons.
Uh-huh.
Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads, or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. The product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At all times, keep the product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm, clowns, pirates, and adults. Where possible, it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts no responsibility for the consequences of any use or misuse of this product. By verbally assenting to these terms, purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and future, throughout this and all possible and impossible universes.
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue. All my merchandise is top shelf.
Can't you at least wait until I say what I'm thinking? It's creepy. I've always been impressed by your chair.
Thank you.
What's cooking?
The feast of knowledge.
Your sign says you're going out of business. Or is this one of those not really going out of business sales?
There is a new dark magic on the rise in the Caribbean. It has many adherents, particularly among the young. There is little demand for my talents or my wares. Business is terrible, and there are other factors. Captain Madison desires this location. That it belongs to me will be of little help against her financial and political powers.
Whoa, back up. Dark magic, you said?
I did.
How does dark magic work?
Runes, chemicals, the power of secrets. I am no expert. It's too sterile for my tastes. I like things messy and theatrical.
Is dark magic powerful?
Powerful, yes, it can be. But dangerous. If the badger chews his own tail, soon there is no more badger.
You like that metaphor a lot, don't you?
It has many uses.
Can dark magic get me to Monkey Island?
No.
Nuts. Where can I get my hands on some dark magic?
Dark magic is not your path, Guybrush Threepwood.
Do you know more about this John Laney guy with the eye patch?
Captain John Laney was renowned as the pirate of 1,000 faces. It was said that he could fool his best friend with nothing more than an eye patch. That legend is true, but only because the eye patch he used was filled with much voodoo magic. The eye patch still exists. It is on display at the Museum of Pirate Lore here on Melee Island. If an enterprising person such as yourself were to liberate it and bring it here, I could most likely get it working again.
Got it. Thanks. Can you use your talents to tell me how Eileen is right now?
She is always close, no matter the distance.
Do your answers ever make sense?
There are no answers, only questions that are finished.
Are you able to see what LeChuck is up to?
Your goals and the goals of LeChuck are aligned, as always. But his intentions are darker. He would use the secret to do terrible things.
Darker? What's that supposed to mean?
LeChuck must not acquire the secret.
No argument there. Is this the year when you finally tell me your name? It's become almost a running gag between us. But it's awkward, like when your glass is empty but you keep trying to drink out of it over and over.
It is Corina.
Oh, okay. Karina. Nice. Somehow it was more exciting before I knew that.
That is true of many things.
Got any other mystical advice or information for me? Stock tips or something?
No.
The voodoo lady said it was a forgiveness frog. It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair. It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife. The scrollwork is nice, but there are no numbers here. This key doesn't fit. I'd need a lot of keys to open that. This is for you.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
You haven't even bothered to write anything personal on this frog. That's just rude. I reject your frog.
The pen is mightier than the sword. Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I appreciate that you're keen on bluntness. As shown by your actions at Santa Catalina, please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future. It's a lot of work being governor. Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey. Can we try the frog again?
Dear Carla. Ugh. It looks like you tried to include personal details, but then you got them wrong. You don't know me at all. I reject your frog. Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Stay away from my mop!
The plaque says, "In memory of looming seagulls of old." It's soft and extra fuzzy. Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. Oh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse, Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Oh, where did he say he had the dish he wants you to make?
At the governor's mansion. It's probably some exotic, weird-tasting thing from a swanky cookbook.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
Can I ask you again about the mop I need to make?
Sure.
Never mind. How's it going with that nightmare customer guy?
My stomach feels like it's full of cannonballs and splintered rowboats.
Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks.
Fancy. Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir.
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay. re-elect Governor Carla. She's tough on toughness. Honoring Melee Island's 27th Governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Port Elizabeth. Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I realize that you are tough on toughness. As shown by your actions at Port Elizabeth, please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future. This is for you.
Dear Carla, I'm impressed, Guybrush. Surprisingly thoughtful. Considering it's you, I'm strangely moved to forgive you for losing my book, and I'll treasure this frog as a memento of the time you did something right.
I've come for a recipe, a dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as hot and having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
I do host plenty of functions, but I'm afraid I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Can I borrow this cookbook?
You cook like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Oh, all right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed genuinely sorry, so I guess I'll give you another chance.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this. Can I borrow this book?
One book at a time. I only trust you so far.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. I found this at the governor's mansion.
Aha! The mystery dish must be in there. I have no idea which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make them all. I'd better get to work. Thanks, Guybrush. Brilliant innovation.
I carved it off the cook's mop handle. Excellent. Good times.
He'll never complain again.
It's Carla's copy of Ingredients by Barbie LaFlay. Wally, here's a sample of the wood you wanted. Can you make me a map now?
Sure, here it is.
Thanks, Wally. This was where the fantastic Flying Fettuccine Brothers circus used to be. Nothing left but old tentpole holes. Wow, I could have had a totally different future if I'd stayed with them. I don't want to wreck my brand new shiny knife. The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks?
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here, on Melee.
Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
That's a nice oar.
The one with the coffin, yeah. The coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot. What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous Peg Leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. Tell me again about the coffin?
It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy number 1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important. There's some very tiny writing on it. Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down. Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the Pirate of 1,000 Faces. What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the Pirate of 1,000 Faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on though, and nothing happened.
What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Malay jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different for everyone.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
Fine. Why do you have this big gear?
It's from the Malay Clock Tower, stolen during a pirate raid nearly 75 years ago. It was recently found at an inn on St. Martin, where it was being used to mill corn. I traded some old furniture for it that we had in the back room.
Has anyone thought about putting it back in the clock?
Nah. If the clock started working, it would only confuse people.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow! Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro. If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
Are any of these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. It's the highlight of the collection. Amazingly, I got it at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
Tell me about that newsletter of yours.
The Pirate Times. We publish pirate news, pirate stories, pirate poetry, all things piratey, really.
I see you wear a peg leg, despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit, for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché. I'll have a look around.
Please do.
This is the one for the museum display case. Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius. It's Cracker Mix. Some assembly required. Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet. Especially fortified. A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth. Purple flowers. These must be lavender, or monkshood, or cyclamen. Ugh. Ah. like there's a welcoming committee. Wow! The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare, endangered Malay Island mop handle tree. The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare, endangered Malay Island mop handle tree. Hey, little dear. Another resource has given its all in support of my personal goals. It's what nature is for. I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish. I carved it myself. I made a mop. It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for a lifetime. I'll take a shortcut back.
Ingredients indeed.
It's like a miniature dance party. Busy?
Yep.
Look at my new mop. I made it myself.
That's a fantastic mop. Absorbent, expertly carved handle. It should last you a lifetime of fine mopping. Seems like a lot, but okay. Coming along nicely. Oops. Oh, well, probably fine.
Hi there.
Hi. Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps. At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
It doesn't seem interested. Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
Oh, I'd really like some crackers.
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
You can find a golden key, but you cannot own it.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. It seems to be stuck closed. Employees only. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2. Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet. It doesn't seem interested. Tell me again about the plank.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself. That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Looking good.
There's some very tiny writing on it.
That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock. Welcome back. Please try not to touch anything that seems like you're not supposed to touch it.
It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. It's good for relieving stress. What you working on?
Crossword puzzle.
Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
What's a 6-letter word for pirate?
Pirate. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many. There's some very tiny writing on it.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. I like things neat. Gotta get these edges perfect. That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock. Welcome back. Please try not to touch anything that seems like you're not supposed to. Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and... Mom would be proud. Crisp. Left first, then right. That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on. Welcome back. Please try not to touch anything that seems like you're not supposed to touch it.
It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be... I'd better fold this and... I like things neat. That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
It's hopeless. It's soft and extra fuzzy. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius. What do you think of this baby? Signature model. I made it myself.
I'm sure it's great, Threepwood, but I can't give you the swabby job unless you magically turn into somebody else.
It's soft and extra fuzzy. Fancy. Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Yes.
Three teaspoons in a tablespoon. So much to do. Ingredients indeed.
Would you make crackers if I gave you some cracker mix?
That stuff is strictly for home and office use. We pros don't touch it. Do I really have to salt it so often?
Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
I'm still using it.
You remind me never to eat here again.
Excellent.
The plaque says, "In memory of looming seagulls of old." Yeah, it's filled with nasty-looking water.
This will be excellent. 16 cups in a gallon. So much to do.
It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for a lifetime.
Ingredients indeed.
Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames.
I say, janitor, if you see my waiter, tell him to hurry things up a bit. I'm positively famished. I say, janitor, if you see my waiter, tell him to hurry things up a bit. I'm positively famished.
Yarr. It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for a lifetime. It's the cook's old mop with a sliver carved out of it. Fancy. Hi, Cobb.
You again. I know you.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah. Yarr.
Keep your hands off my mop! Always confused about baking versus roasting.
Hi there.
Hiya. I found some cracker mix. You could bake fresh crackers in your furnace.
Thanks. The ones on the plate were getting a bit stale. Take some if you want.
Don't mind if I do. I've got enough to last me. It already looks well fed.
Welcome back. Please try not to touch anything that seems like you're not supposed to touch it.
What do you expect me to do, Elaine? Issue a proclamation?
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
Well, it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
I've seen that same painting on a...
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
classic and subtle. Like me.
Threepwood, are you trying to fool me by wearing an eye patch? That is the worst disguise I've ever seen.
No, of course not. Just having a little eye trouble. Blepharospasm.
Oh, try some cashews. You might be short on magnesium. Or wits.
Darn, I thought this thing was supposed to be magic. I must have forgotten something. It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for a lifetime.
Threepwood, are you trying to fool me by wearing an eye patch? That is the worst disguise I've ever seen.
Darn, I thought this thing was supposed to be magic. I must have forgotten something. Can you charge John Laney's eye patch up for me?
Ah, the famous eye patch disguise of John Laney. As I suspected, the magic has long since drained away.
Good. Great. So, can you charge it up again?
I can. If you bring me one more thing. A particular charm of great power.
You couldn't have told me this earlier?
I could have. You must bring me the bite of 1,000 needles. Then I will recharge your eye patch.
The bite of 1,000 needles. Can you be a tiny bit more specific?
No.
All right, see what I can do. A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game. How much for the safe?
It is not for sale at any price.
I'd need a lot of keys to open that. Can you tell me where to find the bite of 1,000 needles?
I wish I could.
Me too. Got any other mystical advice or information for me?
No.
Snazzy sign. Wally's done well for himself. Hey, Wally. It's great to see you landed on your feet after all these years.
Business has been booming with all these new dark magic pirates. Captain Madison has me on a lucrative retainer. She pays extra for a bunch of wacky symbols I just make up.
I'll let you get back to cartographing.
That's not a real word.
Uh-huh.
This will be excellent.
Busy?
Yep.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Yes.
Yo-ho.
A lock is a beautiful thing. A key, even more so.
Hey, kid!
Hey, Stan!
Hello there, son!
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
I've been to the shipyard. Your office is all boarded up, with your toothbrush sealed inside, presumably.
Well, don't worry yourself about it then, son. I found a dead centipede in the corner that should do until they let me out.
See you later.
Yep.
At least this jail has 2 lamps.
Hot diggity, what a day, huh? Hey, kid! No offense, but I want to be sure you don't waste your...
Warning, do not try these tricks at home. It's a lot of work being governor. Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee. Ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
Oh, hi. I've got some bad news. Someone stole John Laney's eye patch.
No. Some people have no respect for private property.
It must have happened right after you left. Did you see anyone on your way out?
Not a soul. Crossword?
No, as a matter of fact. I'm working on acquisition leads. The museum hasn't got a centerpiece now because someone walked away with my eye patch. I'm not sure how they got past the guard parrot. But rest assured, I'll be beefing up security immediately.
Good idea. Hi again. Oh, those new pirate leaders are real jerks. They laughed at me, and they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course. Okay, no, probably not. I'm thinking about going on LeChuck's expedition after all.
I'm glad to hear you decided to patch things up.
No, he doesn't want me on the ship. I'm blacklisted. I'm gonna have to go in disguise.
These Shakespearean comedies just write themselves.
See anything interesting out there?
Change. The future.
Are those the names of ships? All I can see is open water.
It's what I named my cataracts.
Huh. You've been at this post a long time.
Yep. My eyesight isn't what it once was, but my hearing is still as sharp as the governor's sword.
And that's helpful for being a lookout?
There's hardly ever anything to see anyway. The job is mostly about greeting people. Welcome to Melee Island.
Thanks. Ever think about retiring?
Sure, sounds great. I'll get a little place where I can sit by the fire and watch the ocean.
Say...
You'll have to excuse me. I think I see something on the horizon.
Say...
You'll have to excuse me. I think I see something on the horizon.
If you listen close, you can hear the gears grinding. They're mostly gone now. Hardly anyone left to pick up the pieces. The queen always gives way to a new queen. She vanished along with the ship. I told her not to go. The secret smells like popcorn. Some islands you should not visit. But what can you do?
Welcome back.
Hiya. Hello again. Can I get another key made?
Sure. Just write down the serial number and give it to me.
Hello again. I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
How much for the fishing lure?
It's not for sale. This is a locksmith shop. Perhaps you saw the sign outside?
Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Never mind.
I never do.
It's good for relieving stress. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. Nice hat pin.
It's the emblem of a secret society I belong to.
Really?
Don't be ridiculous.
What's that you're drinking?
Large, get lost.
Yarr!
Don't look now, but I think there's a leech on your chin.
Buzz off.
Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
I'm still using it.
It's Carla's copy of Ingredients
Doesn't even
by
seem
Barbie
possible.
LaFleur. It's Carla's copy of Ingredients by Barbie LaFleur. Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday.
96 teaspoons in a pint. 16 cups in a gallon. Three teaspoons in a tablespoon. So much to do.
Remind me never to eat here again. Pleasantly scorching hot. Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday.
He'll never complain again. Coming along nice. So much to do. This will be excellent. He'll never complain again. So much to do.
It's hopeless. It's soft and extra fuzzy.
Coming along
It's good for
nicely.
relieving stress. I've got enough to last me. Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized
Coming
genius.
along nicely. He'll never complain again.
A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth. Gotcha, you pointy little trichiophyte. This is a plant with a bad attitude, and enough pokey parts to back it up. Ooh, purple flowers. These must be teasel, or alliums, or clematis. I'll treat myself to a purple flower. I hope I don't get tossed in jail for this. It looks pretty and smells wonderful. Going out of business? This place is an institution. Well, the voodoo here must be authentic, culturally and historically accurate. The sign says so. They're having a half-off sale. There you go. Bite of 1,000 needles.
Tell me, is this an ancient, powerful charm, or simply a plant you found in the forest?
You were pretty opaque about what you wanted, even for you. I took my best shot.
Very well. You've always been the close enough sort.
Thanks.
Come, spirits of deception and death, drink your rejuvenation and awaken.
Death?
It's nothing to worry about. John Laney, this hapless boy needs your help.
Hey.
Take pity on him and bring him the power to hide from his enemies.
Well, you don't have to put it like that. That's it?
Unless you want the extended service warranty.
No, thanks. I'm not a sucker. What do I owe you?
Maybe try it on first, before we discuss payment.
Well, how do I look? Yeah! What the heck? I look like a zombie. Is it broken?
One does the best one can with the materials provided.
I'll just wear it when I really need to. Ugh.
You're welcome.
I think I'm ready to set sail. Will I succeed?
Achievement depends mostly on the definition of success.
Got any other mystical advice or information for me?
No.
I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason. Ooh, looks chilly up there. This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
Hi there. You must be the quartermaster.
Yep, you look like a guy without many options. I need a swabby. It's BYOM. So, show me a decent mop and the job's yours.
Okay. How's this for a mop?
Oh, I think that might be someone I used to know. Wait a minute. I've seen this mop before. Where did you get it?
I stole it from a pirate.
Oh, LeChuck will like that. You're hired.
Great.
We'll be getting underway soon. Why don't you come on board and I'll introduce you to the crew?
I'm excited to see my stateroom. When's a good time to discuss the benefits package?
Threepwood's on LeChuck's ship. He's got some kind of disguise. From the bargain bin, it looks like.
So what?
You don't think this could be a problem? We didn't plan for him.
I hate not knowing what's going on. I should have taken him out the minute he walked in here.
Don't worry, we'll know what's going on.
Yeah? How?
I've got a spy on board the ship.